My name is Lee Global and I am the best producer in Africa. I'm over here to make nothing but hits with these very talented finalists.
My name is Lunatic Beats. I'm a producer, hit maker. I'm here for the sports scene. Puma put me on competition.
I go by the name Profound. I'm also dubbed as the superstar producer. We're here at the Bando Camp to session with the top 5 finalists of the sports scene put me on competition. And I'm also taking responsibility for the talent development and just giving advice to them as they go about their journey.
Being at the Bando Camp has been pretty cool for me because I'm in my head a lot, so I get to meet a whole lot of new people, see how they see music, how they do things, and collaborating with them, putting our two worlds together. We've been coming up with great stuff, and it's been a great experience.
Working with the finalists has been very, very eye-opening, extremely enlightening. They're so talented. Quite a few of them are wise beyond their years, and listening to the way that they write, it just makes me feel like there's nothing but a bright future for pretty much all of them. And I'm looking forward to getting the opportunity to make some more hits with them and just help them develop and become the best versions of themselves.
I think the Bando Camp is pretty exciting because we get a chance to interact with the youth, which is something that naturally isn't happening in the entertainment space. So it's very dope to be the early bird that gets to jump on and develop, and also to see who might be the next biggest thing 5-10 years from now. To also exchange, advice, and also for us, the older guys, to take what the new juice is from them and adapt it in our careers.
I'm an enthusiast of being authentic to yourself. So the music I make is very authentic to South Africa, so I'm teaching these kids to also be happy with that, to embrace their vernacular languages, to incorporate that into their music more. And I hope that'll change how they make music.
I think it's very important for us, especially because I believe in the notion that the people before have to walk so that the next batch of people can fly. And so I really believe that we have all had our struggles to get to where we are in our careers, and we would be able to grow the industry much faster if we taught people what to avoid so that they have a more fair chance, and they also don't have to be a victim of making mistakes that might seem as if they're simple mistakes because everybody knows them, but they won't do it because we make sure that they actually know what's going on.
The Bando Camp experience for me has been absolutely insane. I can't even lie. It's kind of like, when you've been rapping for as long as I have, you kind of think that at some point you're gonna get to the pinnacle where you're in an environment like this, and Bando Camp for me kind of affirmed that I can get to that level and I will, So the experience has been very affirming, very, I just feel at home. It feels like I'm in the right place at the right time.
It's been a crazy journey. I never expected to be in this place, in front of around all these legends, around all these creatives and artists, all representing something for themselves and their brands. It's just been an amazing experience, It's been eye-opening in many areas, But personally, I've just enjoyed the whole experience. It's been a pleasure, really. I really like it.
Wow, the experience here, Bando Camp, damn. It was too much. It is too much because we're still doing that. It's day 2 today. And I'm seeing a lot of people that I've seen on TV. And we've been on studio doing some tracks. Everybody's energy is up here. So it's really great. It's a great experience. I really don't want to lie. So yeah.
Okay, I feel like it means a lot to me because now I get to experience new sounds with music, get to hop on more features with artists that I don't usually do, and get to ask the OGs in this rap game questions that I always wanted to ask. So yeah, it's been quite a great experience.
The Bando Camp experience has been great for me because it's like a huge opportunity that like not a lot of people can be here at the position that we are right now. So like we highly appreciate like the opportunity because it has been great. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like one thing I've learned so far is that like it's really important to collaborate and work with other artists. You know, we can all make music. You know, I know we all like to lock in and be in our own zones and be in our own elements. But it's really important to like just collaborate and just work with artists. You know, step into different worlds and experience different energies. That's the overall experience. That's the overall lesson. You know, I've learned a lot from that.
To always be ready, shoot from the hip, you know. I think the first session I stepped into was with Profound, and I walked in and I said to him, yo, listen, I don't like doing hooks, and he said, nah. So the first thing I've learned is to always be ready, always have my artistry with me, you know.
You gotta stay true to yourself, identity, originality. You gotta stay true to yourself at all times.
I've learned something. One thing here is to think outside your box. You know, jump on any sound that you feel like you want to. Collaborate with other people. It's very important. Yeah, I think that's what I learned here.
I really feel like it was quite a dope experience. It was quite a great experience. And yeah, I even asked some of the OGs questions that I always wanted to ask, and I feel so honored to be here, honestly. So yeah, I think it was quite a great experience being here.
Last night was lit! Last night, I pulled up this crazy beat. It got Ashes on it, it got Eddie Soul on it, Venus Raps, and Pretty Prince. The craziest session of this whole camp, I'm sure. If there's footage, you'll see the footage. I had people on beds rapping their verses, even though they didn't know their verses because they just wrote them. And that was pretty great, because also my job as a producer is to also make sure that everybody's comfortable and to bring out that element of fun, to not make it seem like I just have to tell you, no, 2 + 2 is 4. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed last night's session.
This has been breathtaking, to say the least. Getting the support from the sports scene and Puma has made the whole experience a lot more scalable, I'd say. It's a lot bigger, it's better, it's accessible to the people who need to have access to it. And I must say the quality is just top-notch international, if you will.
A competition doesn't really define your success. I think the only thing that defines is what you're competing with in your head, which should be yourself. If you're in a state of mind where you want to be better than you were yesterday, you won't reflect on the mistakes you were doing yesterday and feel like that's the reason why it's game over. So if yesterday is you not winning the competition, it doesn't mean you're not going to win in your career. Always focus on yourself and don't be apologetic about who you are. Because your job as a creative is to remind people that art is a subjective thing, and we're teaching people through our creations that it's okay to be ourselves.
My words of encouragement is to never give up, no matter what happens. Don't give up. Take this as a learning curve. It's not a loss, good or bad. Like just, I'm sure there were a lot of lessons learned from the panelists and the master classes that we had. I also learned a whole bunch of stuff. So I guess the main word is don't give up. Ever. Don't ever give up.
Your journey did not begin and it won't end over here. Please use this opportunity to learn as much as you can. Ask questions. Like, you don't want to look back and be like, I could have, I would have, I should have, you know what I mean? Like, you guys already have everything. You have the talent, you have the look, you have the fans. Just build it here now. Build it here. And keep your feet on the ground, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with us dripping, you know? You don't want to do a drip check with me now, you know what I mean? But we still got to remember where we come from, and that this is just packaging. It's not the content itself. Your mind, your heart, your creativity, that's what really matters. Not to get too deep and philosophical.
I just want to say shout out to Bando Camp. Sports Scene put me on. This is a great, I really don't want to lie, great experience. Guys, it's late in here.
Thank you to Puma, thank you to Sports Scene for the huge opportunity. Put me on competition and the Bando Camp. It has really been great being here, and I experienced a lot of things, and yeah, man, it's been great.
I'd like to give a quick shout out and a quick thank you to Sports Scene, Bando Camp, Puma, South Africa, you know, for like making all our dreams come true, you know.
And shout out to Sports Team for this one. Thank you.
Thank you.